Yo, yo, yo. Yo. Looks like there's a lot of news going on the last couple days. It was like 170 times. No, damn. Says they're preparing for 2 weeks of strikes against Iran. We're going to slap them. What's good? What's good? Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. We're live. We're live. We're live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hope everyone's doing well this morning. We're coming to that Thursday, Friday time of the week, end of the week. And if you know anything about weekly cycles, the market is shifting as we're going towards the end of the week. When we talk about weekly cycles, you can see how the last day-ish, like going into where we are right now and probably going into Friday, we're probably going to be more bullish on gold. As you can kind of see, price action right now is bullish. I think there's some news going on. As we can see, U.S. officials say they are preparing for days to weeks of strikes against Iran. We're going to slap them a bit so they know we're not effing around. There you go. So yeah, looks like days to weeks. U.S. military also says it struck 170 targets in Iran the last 2 nights. So yeah, U.S. has been bombing Iran. And then Iran's been retaliating by, hitting some other countries in the Middle East. U.S. has been bombing Iran the last 2 days, back and forth. And yeah, gold's dropping. Gold was dropping before that. And then last night was a crazy session. Was anybody on last night's stream? Let me know if you were here 24 hours ago. We were live 24 hours ago. Great session last night. We've had a good week so far. And it's all about consistency. Even when you're up, it's not about chasing an outcome. It's not about chasing numbers. It's about focusing on the setup. So last night was a good stream. Who was here yesterday? Let me know if you're here yesterday morning. I was going to send some buys this morning. I was honestly in my bed going to send some buys this morning to the inner circle. And I was just like, I just ended up closing my eyes for a little bit and the trade was gone. The entry was gone. I was like, fuck. Last night, we banged out some sells on gold. If you were here yesterday, we had a crazy trade on gold. I still have it all marked up here, actually. We had a crazy sell on gold last night. If anybody was here 24 hours ago, I streamed. If you go to live sessions on my YouTube, you can go to live sessions on YouTube. You can see 21 hours ago. We started streaming 21 hours ago. That was a good session. I think if you missed that session, you should watch some of it. Maybe see how I was looking at the chart, what we were analyzing, because we caught some sells. Even the last few sessions I've done, if you tapped in and you watched the last sessions I've done at this time, there's been trades every session. I think I got a mosquito bite. Damn. Yeah, yesterday, a lot of people were on. We had people make some serious money yesterday, actually. Some serious people made some money yesterday. I mean, this was not from yesterday, but this is one of the inner circle students, Christian. One of his best weeks. One of my best last week. One of my best. Oh, that was from last week, I think. I think that was from last week. We have some people that are up some real money, though, this week. We have literally someone who's up 14,000 on the week. We had some people make money this morning on gold buys. Some people caught gold buys on their own this morning. Good stuff. Yeah, we had last night those sells. Ooh, those sells banged out. We had some people make some serious money. Right now, market's testing 4,100. We might see like... I'm not really interested in sells right now. I'd rather wait for buy setups. Maybe for New York session today or New York session tomorrow. So Friday today or Friday. Like right now, we are testing a psychological level. As we can see on gold, $4,100. It's a psychological level. It's a round number. We are testing that right now. Might see a bit of rejection here, but I honestly think gold's going to try pushing up. So it kind of goes against my current bias. Yeah, we have maybe something here, like a mini break and retest, but I'm going to show you some stuff on why I think gold could go up. Maybe even today or tomorrow. So today being Thursday, tomorrow, I mean Friday. I mean, we are testing 4,100 right now. Maybe we get a little reaction there. Not really in the mood for sells, but might enter like a small trade around here just to see if we react. Just for scalping. We do have like a little break and retest going on around 4,100. I'm going to take a small sell. Like I'm going to start the position really small right now. And this is going to be just a scalping trade. Like maybe we just come down to this level. Like I think we might get a little scalping action here on gold at 4,100. I would like it to go down so I could look for buys. Like I'm not going to buy here. I'm not going to buy at this level. It's just pushed, like gold literally just pushed up 500, 400 pips. I'm going to add to this entry if it goes in drawdown slowly. Like I'm going to add to it. I'm going to take a small entry. The reason I'm taking a small entry is because I'm not trying to ruin my profits this week, right? I want to just take some trades, execute, see if the market reacts. The reason I'm taking a small entry right now is just because it's kind of been like that this week. I've been taking some small entries, so I don't want to oversize based on how I've been trading this week. Don't want to ruin the profits that I've made. My account's been growing. My account was at $411,000 last week. Now you can see what it's at. So if this goes if this goes above my entry, I'll add to it. Like right now, it looks like 4,100s. You know, if I mark a level here where I'm marking here, that's where there was a good buy there. We're testing that level right now. I'm gonna remove this real quick. You can see we caught a great trade though yesterday on gold, guys. Like people made some serious money yesterday. A lot of people tapped in. A lot of people caught those sells. Those sells were crazy. Like here, one person made $2,200 yesterday. Yeah, we could scalp gold. Honestly, like I would say maybe like a pip and dip. If you guys remember that term, pip and dip. Might be a little pip and dip here action. Just a quick little scalp setup. Nothing crazy. Let's see, like where could we go if it holds? Like you could probably come down to here. Might just be like a scalping setup here. Unless maybe we got a situation last night. Like last night we were looking for sells. We caught sells. I'm going to break it down here for you guys. We had a nice sell setup last night on gold. When you look at the market structure. Oh, there we go. Quick little reaction there, actually. Honestly, quick reaction there. $4,100 psychological level. Not a big trade on it. Like I didn't think it was just gonna react that quick, but I was hoping to add to this position. Now I might since it's such a small position for me. Like literally, I could try to hold it down to here, since it's such a small position. Already up $100. Like literally, like almost $100 already. Light work today for Thursday. As I'm getting towards the end of the week, I want to tone things down. Like I started my week off with a certain risk, light risk, nothing crazy, doing live trading, made some money this week. Not Not a huge week, but you can see the trades I've taken since last week here. This is the last week for me. Last month, pretty decent. Starting to win more trades. As you can see, the winner now I have more winners. Before I had like 6 wins, 6 losses, and it was still profit. Some pretty good wins there at the top. You can see 27,000, 13,000, 9,000. And then some decent trades, some average trades as you go down. Some small wins, some small losses, couple light wins there. And then that would be the biggest loss, which isn't even that bad for the account size. It's like 1%, maybe a bit more. Yeah, last night, if you look at gold, yesterday we had a clean setup on gold. Yesterday, I want to see if this goes above. If this goes above my entry, I'll add to it a little bit. We had a nice setup last night. I think yesterday was like just showing up. Like it just shows you like just showing up. There could be a setup anytime. New York session, Tokyo session, London session. When is the best time to trade gold? It's very versatile. I think gold moves a lot in Tokyo session nowadays. Like look at the last few hours on gold. Since down here, we've moved like, if you look at how much gold has moved up to here, hundreds of pips, right? It's now about to be London session, but look how much gold's moved before London session, hundreds of pips, right? So gold can move in Tokyo session, especially these days. There's a lot of volatility. Like gold has always moved in Tokyo session. It's just the difference between Tokyo and New York. New York is faster. It's not like Tokyo session can't move. Some people think, Tokyo session, it's slow. I'm not going to catch moves. I'm not going to be able to make money. But Tokyo session's delivering nowadays. Hundreds of pips. You can see, look at the last like 3 hours, how much it's pushed up, right? In the last 3 hours, you've moved almost 500 pips, right? Like really, if you go down from here, gold moved $53, 530 pips. So that's before London session, right? Tokyo session. You can see how Tokyo session can have significant movement. There was that candlestick right there. You see these 2 candlesticks right here? Right here, these ones I'm circling. You got like a little doji there and a hammer. You got look at those 2 candles down there. They got a little hammer there, pin bar, doji. After that, boom, market goes up almost 600 pips there. So Tokyo session can move for gold, as you can see. Even yesterday, you can see before we took yesterday's trade, and that, guys, could have been a huge trade. Like that had a lot of potential, as you can see. That's why a lot of people made money, because some people were still holding it long. Like look at this person who made $2,200. This was the trade that I literally took live on stream. And yeah, so a lot of people caught that move yesterday. This person made some profit. You can see this person doubled their account on that trade. That's pretty crazy how you can double an account on one trade. This person literally doubled their account on that trade. Yesterday was great. That was a great setup. If you look at the market structure, so if you look at yesterday's trade, there was a market structure. You have this high, low, high, lower, low, and then market punches up here and actually creates this high, but from that high we went down and created another lower low. So yesterday we were coming up to get this retest, right? Yesterday the chart, we were right here yesterday. This is exactly where we were. Whoops. This is exactly where we were yesterday on stream. Yeah, gold, like I'll use like 100 pips stop loss maximum. If this doesn't react, like I said, like kind of like the other night or last night, in the next hour or two, I'll close the trade. But we could maybe get like a quick reaction at 4,100 if it holds. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And I got a few other things I want to talk about as well. But yeah, if you look, this is where we were yesterday. So if you look at the market structure, it made sense. We have some bearish market structure still. We had that lower low in price. We're coming up to retest this zone. We had a nice break and retest going on with this previous support level. right here. And yeah, we're just retesting that area on gold here. Nice retest. Easy setup. And it's just kind of about showing up at the times where you know the market's likely to move. I mean, I like coming on the charts London session. Tokyo session's been delivering, though. They're like, yesterday you could have bought. Like, if you look at yesterday, 4,100 was a buy. If you look at yesterday, that price, that's a whole number, round number. When we talk about gold, one of the things we focus on is round numbers. So $4,100, that would be a round number. That would be a whole number. You could see how there was nice buys there that came in. I'm on the 1 hour, but if you break it down to the 5 minute, 15 minute, you can see, you know, some other confluences in there when you break it down. So, I mean, let's see if 4,100 reacts here, if we can actually get some rejection. But this was the sell last night, guys. People are asking me about it today. And it's not that overcomplicated. I mean, if you're past the basics, if you know the basics, you know, maybe you're intermediate, advanced, like, what is advanced when it comes to trading? Like, I mean, in the beginning, support and resistance might seem advanced, but once you really learn it, it's not that advanced over time. The more you have that repetition, the more you study, the more you back test, the more you forward test. In the beginning, some concepts might be advanced, but the more time you spend on them, the less they might become advanced for you, right? The more simpler they can become, or maybe the more intuitive, the more natural. But yeah, yesterday's setup was pretty much like a break and retest in here on gold. Getting that rejection candlestick, right? We were getting that nice rejection candlestick around 41.25. And that movement is what gave us the sell. That gave us that sell down. And market rejected, rejection candlestick, support and resistance, whole number, market structure. And this thing ended up tanking down. Crazy. Crazy move. Now we can see markets kind of testing this 4,100 area here. We've filled this whole like imbalance. And we're testing this area right now. So I would say for gold right now, like 4,100, 4,105 area here. This is the area that we could get some rejection in the next hour or two. If we don't, we'll probably just have to wait for another setup New York session. I think today I'm going to just do a quick stream. I slept all night, so I think I'm going to be awake for New York today. I'm literally, if I was awake for New York today, I would have taken buys. If I was awake for New York the day before, I would have been like, there's 2 sessions. Like, I've missed like 2 or 3 trades this week as well, guys. Literally from just not being awake. So it shows you like showing up can be key at different times. I've missed at least 2. I could say 3 if I really want to, but like I'll say 2 at least. I know I missed 2 trades this week too. Like, you guys have seen me take trades live on these streams. I've missed 2 trades this week as well in New York session. There was easy buys today in New York. Could have caught easy buys in New York session today. I missed, even though I've been on the charts, I could say I've missed trades. And yeah, it's about just showing up. You don't show up, you might not see the setup. Especially when you have a lot of experience on the charts like me. Like, I have years and years and years of experience showing up, missing trades, seeing setups, seeing reactions. So I'll know when I miss a trade. Like, if I sleep in, if I'm tired, if I'm too tired, I don't like to get on the charts if I'm tired, number one. Like, if I'm too tired, my energy's not there, I don't want to get on the charts. It's just, I don't like it. So like, if I know after years and years of experience when I miss a trade, I can be like, damn, like, why did I sleep in? And that a lot of times can cost me a lot of money, honestly. So yeah, I miss trades, and the only reason I'll miss trades is if I sleep in. It's because my schedule is kind of hectic right now. But yeah, like, part of trading is just like showing up. I mean, gold's really diverse, so like, it's likely to move in London, it's likely to move in New York, likely to move in Tokyo. There's often going to be setups or movement to catch in those times. There could have been a buy tonight. I'm not interested in buying at here. I'm in a sell. We'll see if it reacts in the next hour or so. If it doesn't, New York session will probably be a buy setup. That's probably going to be how things go for New York, because If anybody remembers the first stream I did this week. So the very, very first stream I did this week, I was saying gold could come down to pretty much where it's at right now, actually. If anybody remembers the very first stream I did when we were up here. So the first stream I did say, watch 4,100 this week or watch here. I said, watch this area this week. If you go back to the first stream I did this week, the very first stream, I drew out this area. And I said, I think gold can come down to here and then we look for buys. It was on the very first stream I did, which would have been maybe this one. Oh, who's this? Very first stream I did. If you remember, if you're paying attention. Oh yeah, there's where we took a sell. Here it is, actually. Anybody remembers this, actually, was what I went over on the first stream. We talked about this 2 days ago. That area on the daily. Some of you guys should remember that. I brought it up. I was bringing it up all stream. I didn't just talk about it once. I probably talked about it in the beginning. Oh, yeah, that's what a haircut can do. I got a haircut. A little overdue. Yeah, like I definitely would have talked about it even in the beginning of the stream. Throughout it, yeah, like here it is. Like look right here, for example. I was talking about how we could come down this week. I was like, we could wait for that. Like we could sit on our hands all week and try to fire them buys if it comes down into that area. We had that discussion though. We did have that discussion. It's live on stream. You can check the recording. Like I literally talked about how we could come down potentially this week to that area. Which is, I marked here, you can see 4,100. We obviously wicked below it and went more, like if you look to the left into like this low. Gold actually went right in that area. If you look, that area that I drew on that stream, I was saying like 4,100, 4,060 area, like this area. I was saying we could most likely come down into this area this week for buys. Right, you can see here on the stream I did. Right there. Oddly enough, what happened? It's funny because on one of the streams I said a lot of the things I say end up happening. They might not happen today. They could happen 2 days from now. I say that all the time. A lot of things I say end up happening. A lot of things I say end up happening. They might happen 2 days later, 3 days later, a day later. Like maybe not in this moment. Right, obviously, like that's not gonna happen in the moment. It took a couple days, right, for the market to do that, right? Calm down, this area. What? Wait, I just saw this chat here, bro. You have a girlfriend, so does he have a girl? What the fuck? Ay. We could come down to this area. Obviously, a couple days later, we've come down to that area. And yeah, now we're there. So, I mean, I'm thinking, like, obviously I'm in sells right now. It's a scalping setup for London. But bigger picture is gold could possibly push up and hold this area. There's not a buy setup here, though. I would need gold to come down, personally, for me to buy it. Unless you were just buying based off of the daily, like if you're buying based off the daily, it's like, yeah, you could buy, but you'd have to put your stop loss below the low. You'd have to put like a 500 pip stop loss if you're buying. So it's like you could try to wait for a better entry probably for New York session today or New York session tomorrow. I'm not personally going to buy here. Yeah, if it goes up, it goes up. I'd rather see if we do like come down maybe a bit to get more of a buy setup maybe for New York session if you're looking for that move up. That's, again, when you look at the stream I did the other day, here it is, right? Could come down to this area, make the move up. That's on the daily time frame. That's what, you know, you can see ended up happening, right? exactly came down to that area. Again, I forecast things ahead of time a lot of times for you guys. I tell you guys stuff a lot of times days in advance that could end up happening, right? We were live again 2 nights ago, and boom. So remember, guys, don't over leverage on these streams. Don't over risk. We're live trading every day. There's going to be, like I said yesterday, there might be trades that play out. There might be trades that don't play out. This trade's not playing out at the moment. We'll see how it reacts in the next hour or two. If it doesn't react, if it hits stop loss, it hits stop loss. We move on to the next setup, and that's just trading, right? That's the one part you guys have to learn how to control. A lot of you guys still need to learn how to control that part, is accepting a loss. You're going to lose trades, okay? This trade's in drawdown. We'll see how it reacts in the next hour or two, but you're going to lose trades. You need to accept that part in trading, that not every single time you push a button is it going to be a winning trade. So we'll see like what this does in the next hour or so. But yeah, like this, I'm wondering if this plays out on the bigger picture still. This is from what I looked at the other night, and possibly could, right? This possibly could play out on the bigger picture, because again, we have come down. It did come down to that area. Daily could be flipping. I'm not trying to buy here personally, because again, like, if I bought, I would use a very, very small trade, like very, very small, because I would use it literally, it would have to be a 500 pip stop loss if I was buying here. I'd have to use a big stop loss personally. Don't want to do that right now. I'd rather wait and see if it comes down. If it doesn't come down a bit, then I'm going to probably look for a different trade in New York session. I'm not going to, like, if I lose this trade, I'm not going to jump into a trade right after. I'll wait for New York market, and I'll see what's happening in the New York market. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I lost. I got to make the money back. You know, I got to make the L back. I got to win. No, I'll take another trade in the New York market, if anything. Or London session tomorrow. Or New York market tomorrow. And that's just what trading is, right? So it doesn't look like 4100's reacting at the moment. Maybe in 30 minutes, as London session volume comes in, the market can start to reject this area at that low. We are getting a bit of a retest. 4100 not reacting the way I want it to at the moment. And I just entered this trade not long ago. I'm going to see how it reacts in the next 30 minutes to an hour. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I got my stop loss set just in case the market does something crazy. I got my stop loss set. So if it doesn't react, that's going to be it. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe in the next like 30 minutes to hour, it could react. If we hold this level here, we got like a little break and retest potentially happening at this level. And if it doesn't hold, it doesn't hold. All right, guys. We've been winning trades all week, and I know everybody wants me to trade every day, and that's what I'm going to do. So remember what I said last night. The more we trade, the more probabilities in terms of hit rate. We can take 1 trade a week, which will be 5 trades a month, which means we'd probably only lose 1 to 2 trades a month maximum doing that. You know, maybe less, more. If we're taking more and more and more trades, which I know you guys want more trades, understand we're going to be in different environments, different scenarios, different situations. I've won 4 trades in a row this week, and this is the first trade that I'm actually in a bit of a drawdown this week so far. So we'll see. We'll see how this reacts. I have entry around 4100. Not reacting the best so far. Might get stopped out on this position. If I get stopped out, guys, again, I'm not going to look for a position after. If I get stopped out, closing the laptop, waiting for New York market. Not, I need to make the money back. I need to find a trade. If I get stopped out, I'm going to wait for the New York market. Not going to jump into another trade. Not going to analyze. Not going to predict. And we'll see. Like, we'll see if I get stopped out even. Like, I don't have a big risk at the moment, honestly. But yeah, like overall daily, I mean, with the daily chart, you know, buys, I like buys on the daily, but I'm not trying to use a big stop loss. Like the daily, yes, is showing the potential for buys, as you can see from what we analyzed you know, 2 nights ago here. That could play out still. That's what I've been talking about all week and coming into this week, all right? So that could potentially play out, right? On the bigger picture still. Might get stopped out my trade. If I do, it is what it is. 4100 level, not reacting there. And personally, like, based on how I trade, like, I'm not gonna take a buy here personally, even though, yeah, market's going up. I know the market's going up, guys. It is what it is. It's trading. I'm not gonna take a buy here because it just doesn't fit my strategy. It doesn't fit how I trade the markets. Buys, if anything, could have been some hours ago, right? We have to, maybe should have waited for a little bit of a rejection candle, but still could potentially hold that low if dollar pushes up a little bit. All we would need is the dollar to push up a little bit, and this could drop. So, I mean, this low, if this low doesn't hold, then we know there's no setup. There's not another setup. Like, there's a setup here based on this low. Pretty much like that low right there. In some drawdown at the moment. It is what it is. We'll see if this low could still potentially hold and still could potentially give a move down, right? If it doesn't, that's the market. If it doesn't hold, it doesn't hold. It's not trying to, you know, if it doesn't hold, it's not trying to be like, oh, okay, what next, this, that, or trying to predict too much afterward or understand too much of why it doesn't hold. If there's a setup you see, you take it, and it doesn't hold, the market didn't respect the setup. It got invalidated. That's going to happen, right? I mean, we're in this area here. So, like I said, I'm going to hold this for the next hour until pretty much I get stopped out. Would I take a re-entry if I get stopped out? Probably not, guys. For someone asks, probably not. Like I said, I'll probably just, if I get stopped out of this trade, probably just let it close and wait for the New York market. I'll look to see if there's another setup in the New York market. I mean, I'm not going to allow myself to lose an amount of money that I know I can't make back like this. Like, effortlessly. I'm not going to allow myself to lose a dollar amount that I know with minimal effort I can't make back. All right? So that's like how I like to trade. Like, I'm not going to lose a dollar amount. I don't like to lose amounts of money on a trade that I know I can't make back with minimal effort. So we'll see. Like, right now, if you look at 4 hour, I have to hold this for an hour. All we need is the dollar to go up. Like, that's all I would really need is the dollar to bounce here going into London Open. New York, I'd rather buy a New York session. I even said yesterday, yesterday I said wait for New York to buy. When I got off, I said wait 3 hours. Everybody's like, do we buy? And I said, wait 3 hours or so to buy. Like, wait till like 7 or 10 a.m. I said buy in New York if anything. New York could have been some buys like yesterday. We'll see if this reacts. If this can come back down. Maybe all we need to do is the dollar to go up. Like, we just need the dollar to go up, really. Like, if the dollar can bounce a bit, then this should come down. All right. We'll see. Bitcoin just hit 63,000. What's happening with gold? Chilling. Looks like it's coming back down close to my entry. Coming back down a bit. Let's see. Yeah, it's coming back down a bit. Yo, yo, yo. London, London volume. What time is it? Yeah, London just opened. So, like, this could react. Like, look at the 4 hour. Like I said, like, see this. We could get some scalping momentum here. Like, I didn't get the best entry. I got that low there. If that low can hold, then I don't want to say we're going to get the same move we got last night. I like last night's setup more than tonight's, if I'm going to be honest with you. But it's similar setup like last night. Last night we were right here 24 hours ago. We're literally right here. Break and retest. It's similar to last night setup. There's been a couple of these on gold this week. If you look, like, right here. So, like, if you look at this week, for example, like, right here. There's been two of these, like, same setups like that. Bam. And then right now, potentially could hold. Right? I always say potentially. I mean, that's the market. Just trading what I see. You have a couple times where you've had like a good little 4 hour low that the market broke underneath and retested. Not every single time. Like, look here, this didn't hold, as you can see. Yeah, last night, this is similar to what we were looking at last night. A lot of people made money though in the last weeks. Like, I've had some students clear some serious profits in the last week with the same knowledge, same information that everyone has access to. Those sells were pretty crazy though. Oh, that's a couple days before. Those sells were pretty crazy last night. That was the buy from the night before. Some buys. Oh yeah, the buys before. There was some good buys. I called out good buys this week live on stream. Those buys were good. Those buys were good trades. This was the buy literally from the other day. We were buying down here, and if you held on to that trade, that was a good trade too. There's been some good moves this week so far. But yeah, I think those sells were a crazy move because Donald Trump tweeted. If you were here last night, literally, like, you would have saw, like, it looked like a news event just happened. And we were in the sells. So we were in those sells last night. And I was like, I saw the movement and I was like, what did Trump just say? If you guys were on the stream last night, you would have heard me literally say Trump just said something, or what did Trump just say? Because, like, the market doesn't just move like that at 4:34 in the morning. It was literally like 4:34 or like 4:28. The market just doesn't move like that at 4:34 or like 4:28 in the morning. I was literally like, Trump just said something, didn't he? And oddly enough, he did. Like, what do you know? Trump ended up saying something. It looked like NFP. It looked like a non-farm payroll news event last night happened. But it was Trump. Yeah, he's going to have more to say today, and he's probably going to keep bombing Iran. I'm thinking buys have been, if you look, for example. So again, this is the setup I'm looking at right now. I want to see if we can get a reaction here in this area on gold. We have that 4 hour low potentially in the next hour. I would say hour, like, it's 3:10, so maybe the next 90 minutes then. Potentially we could get a reaction here coming down. Kind of like last night. Again, pretty similar to what I was looking at last night. Here, if you look at New York session, let's put this on for a minute. How's my connection? These freaking Colombian Wi-Fis. These Colombian Wi-Fis. I'm going to be in Colombia for a bit. For a little while. Alright? Like, look, New York today was, like, New York bullish. I mean, the day before was bearish. Day before bullish. Day before bullish a bit. So I'm thinking kind of like Monday was bullish New York. Wednesday, bullish New York. I'm thinking the same thing today or Friday could be potentially a bullish New York session. I'm feeling like today or Friday is going to be bullish New York. Today or Friday, I'm thinking is bullish New York session. You can see like 2 days this week, New York was bullish. So if we come down, if we're dropping into New York, there could be potentially buys for New York today or Friday. That's just some forward thinking. Might check. What's the dollar doing right now? Just need the dollar to bounce a bit. How's this connection? Hungry again. I'm always getting hungry at this time. Sucks. Still could drop down. Does the low hold? If not, like the next thing I'm mentally like preparing myself for would be like New York buys today or tomorrow. Like that's what I'd be thinking. New York buys today or tomorrow. You can see last night London was bearish, New York turned bullish. You can see even on like Monday, London was bearish and New York turned bullish. So something like that. Maybe today, if we actually get a London bearish, I'm not saying 100% London's going to be bearish. It could potentially be. If it is, could be like potentially New York bullish or Friday. Friday, same thing. Gold's come back down. I've added to my entry. I'm up $2. When it goes $2 in profit, I'm gonna close. No. I'm gonna be here in Colombia for a bit. I got Leo here. Leo's here. I'm visiting some friends. I know a lot of people here that live in Colombia. I know people that live all over the world. I think I could go to any country and I know people. So I'm gonna be here for a bit. My girl's coming, so she's gonna come for a bit too. So I'm going to be here for a little bit. Just getting some work done. Gold, a little bit in profit right now. Someone asked if I have a boyfriend. What the fuck? Have you not seen my light? Jeez, that's funny. That's weird. Ay. I like bad bitches, all right? I like bad bitches. Baddies. Bad bitches. There. All right? I don't think, you guys haven't seen the people I've dated. They're all, guess not. I've dated some baddies. Bless their souls. So yeah, that's the analysis on gold. I mean, if you're not taking sells, try to just think for New York session. Then New York session could potentially be buy. If you look at like I said, if you look at London, you had bearish, New York bullish. Yesterday, London was full bearish. This guy likes to talk a lot at apparently 4 in the morning, 3, like any time. I don't know if he sleeps because I don't think he sleeps, actually. I actually don't think Donald Trump sleeps. I actually don't think he sleeps. Maybe he sleeps a couple hours a day. He looks, oh man, he's looking old there. Look at his eyes. Yeah, he doesn't sleep. Look at his eyes, bro. He does not sleep. Look at those eyes. I don't think he sleeps. He's like 80 years old. honestly don't think he sleeps, to be honest. Doesn't seem like it. Bro is like always saying something. I don't think he sleeps. Yeah, those eyes don't. Those don't look like he looks tired. Like those eyes look like he's always awake. He's on a mission. He's clearly on a mission. And I don't think he sleeps because every hour it's Trump said this, breaking news, Trump this, Trump this. Like Trump said this, Iran this, that. Ceasefire, no ceasefire. That's like every other day, yo. So yeah, I actually don't think the guy sleeps. Doesn't look like it. He's always on my he's always popping up on my phone. every other hour he's always popping up. Maybe he's sleeping right now. He's probably, maybe this is the time he sleeps and then he wakes up at 4 and then he just goes hard from 4 a.m. till frickin' 5 p.m., 7 p.m. I think that's it. Yeah, he goes like from 4 a.m. Because he'll literally start tweeting at like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. and then he'll go all the way till 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. And he'll randomly pop out at midnight, like boom. Maybe we get some scalps here. Maybe we get some profits. Let's see. I mean, came back to my entry. I swear I got like mosquito bites out here, yo. But yeah, all I'm looking at right now, like I said, 4 hour. Again, a little break and retest action here. Maybe I got in a little early because honestly, this 1 hour still has 41 minutes. So honestly, it's like I need this 1 hour to close bearish. What's the 30-minute doing? 30 minutes starting to reject. If the 30-minute can close bearish, that could be, some good price action to see on a bit of a smaller time frame. 30-minute. 10 minutes left. This 30-minute is flipping a bit bearish right now. If that can maintain, if that can hold, kind of like I was talking about last night. If anyone was on last night, it was the 1 hour. I was saying if the 1 hour can hold bearish, then the next one should go down. 30-minute. It'll be nice to see the 30-minute or 1 hour reject this area. And when I say area, I mean the area here on the 4 hour. So that's what I mean. When I say this area, I mean the area here on the 4 hour. Where we have that low. That area. If the 30-minute, 1 hour can reject in there, that could be a good indication that this can start dropping a bit more. I'd say scalp. I'm feeling more like a scalping setup. Like if this pushes down a bit, like I'll probably get out quicker than where that take profit is. I want to see where gold is New York tomorrow or Friday. I think I'm feeling like there's going to be buys. Like I said, there was easy buys Monday, New York. Like London was bearish, New York bullish. The next day, London was bullish, New York bearish. Next day, London bearish, New York bullish. So wait, there's a pattern here. Does that mean London's going to be bullish today? Oh no. London bearish, London bullish, London bearish. If London goes bullish today, it's like often London can create a trend into New York. If you look at the last 3 days, if you look at the last like 3 market days, you had London bearish. So London trended down for the majority. If you look at the day after, London trended up. And obviously like yesterday, London just went full down. So like London can have like a trend into New York. Oftentimes, New York is going to retrace or reverse that trend, okay? Often, yeah, that's often what you're going to see is, damn, yo, I think I got like mosquito bites. Frig. Too bougie for Colombia. I'm serious. The food's tasting so Colombian now to me. I'm like, bow, bow, bow. Mm, mm, bow, bow, bow. Yeah, so London can trend. Like you often know, like London's usually gonna have like a trend into New York. New York, well, like if you look at this week, there's three good examples. Like this day, we were taking buys here. So we were taking buys on this stream there. Like the trades we took on stream this week was buys here, was sells here, and I took a sell here. And then if you're actually in the inner circle, I went live one day and put I actually bought here live actually. So these are the 4 trades I've taken. Well, now number 5. These are the entries I've taken this week. Like just entry points. Let me remove this. These are the entries I've taken this week. Four of them were London session. 4 of them were at the same time. Coming into London market this time right now. These are the entries I've taken this week. Live. I didn't send any signals this week. I've been doing live trading, trying to get the live trading experience going down here. These were entry points I took this week. And honestly, I can say, because I know myself. I know myself very well. I have a lot of experience. I missed 2 entries this week as well. But on live streams, like if you're in the inner circle, I did a live stream. One I popped up because I knew there was a buy. It was here. The other day I said go on live gold market update. I took a buy on that stream. I took a buy literally on that stream right here. Yeah, there was a buy setting up. I was like, you know what? I like this for buy. I was analyzing it. I spent some time watching. I was like, you know what? I'm getting in. So I took a buy live on stream too. If you're in the inner circle, I put that session on live sessions here in the Discord. So these are the entries I've taken this week. And 4 of them have been around the same time. I missed a buy this. I missed buys in New York today. It happens. It happens. So right now, gold's not doing much. What time is it? It's about to be 3:30. Not much has happened yet. So in 1 hour it's 4:30. So, and then 5 a.m. So if by 5 a.m. it doesn't really react, I'm just going to close the trade. If by 5 a.m. it doesn't do anything, I'm just going to close the trade. So the next hour to 90 minutes, if it doesn't really do anything here, I'm just going to close the trade out. That's my plan because, again, this area, we're in an area where it should react, but if it doesn't, then I'll just end up closing my trade out. And again, like I said, probably just going to wait for New York. Either New York today or tomorrow, like Friday. So today's Thursday for the market, so might see buys in New York today or Friday. If London goes up, then you got to see how the market looks. Like if it goes up, then it goes up. Maybe it sells in New York then. I mean, there was, like, if you look at Tuesday, London went up. And then New York reversed those sells. And yesterday, London went down. New York ended up reversing more upside. That's common. Like you could go look here. Let's go here. Look, I'll just go back here. Here you can see London went down more. It was more bearish coming into New York. New York started to reverse and go for buys. The next day here you can see London went up. And you can see how like heading into New York there's more of a reversal. Or even here. Here's a better one. London's more trending up, as you can see here. And then like New York, you get a retracement. So, I mean, London can set a direction usually into New York. So like yeah, if it goes up today, like then that could potentially happen. But I'm thinking I have this I have a good intuition. You got like I feel like there's gonna be buys in New York today and tomorrow. Like I can feel it. Like I can feel it. Might sound weird when I say that, but like after 11 years and as much hours as I put on the charts, like there's some intuition there. Like, you know, you got some intuition where you've been trading for a while, you've seen things repeat over and over and over again. It's actually kind of normal. The more time you spend like seeing things happen, it's actually pretty normal. Might sound weird. I like to call it forward thinking. Gold 1 hour. This is a 1 hour, 31 minutes on the 1 hour. If this 1 hour rejects, then we go down. I think if this 1 hour, yeah, I think if this 1 hour closes bearish, then it could go down. Damn, damn, damn. Interesting. Dollar's pushing up just a bit, not much. So yeah, that's all I'm looking at tonight, guys. Like I'm not looking for another setup. You know, I have my risk set. Probably not gonna stay on as long as I was last night because it's like I do want to try to be up for New York today. Again, it's 3:30 in the morning. People are asking me, "Oh, Evan, why aren't you up for New York?" It's like, well, like you gotta know, like I'm streaming London sessions, so like sometimes I'm tired, and if I'm tired, I don't want to be on the charts. That's not the energy I want to have when I'm on the charts. If I'm sleepy, if I'm tired, if I'm groggy, I don't want to get on the charts. I'm not gonna perform as well. The energy's not there. I don't want to be on the charts if I'm tired. It just kind of makes no sense. If I'm tired, my brain's not too active, right? If I didn't sleep all night, it happens, right? So I'd rather not be on the charts and maybe be in the wrong mood to be on the charts, the energy. Maybe we're not getting sells tonight, folks. Maybe we're not. That 1 hour needs to flip. If it doesn't flip, then might not be the best trade setup tonight. So yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on this area. I'm in sells. I'm in gold sells. If you're not in, you could get a way better entry than me right now. You can see I'm in drawdown. If this 1 hour flips, you could get maybe a quick scalp. This 1 hour still could potentially flip. Just broke above 4,100. Still could do its thing. It still could do its thing. It still could do its thing. There's still some time. There's still enough time. It's 3:30. So I know like if it doesn't react by like like if by 4:30, 5 o'clock, like that range, nothing's really happening, then it's like, okay, this setup isn't playing out. So yeah, like I'm in sells. If you're not in, you have a way better entry point than me right now. Let's see. Let's see. Patience is key. Patience is key. Let's see what we do today. Sells, maybe. I think is the dollar spiking up a little bit. Yeah, yeah, a little bit. You just need the dollar to spike up a bit. That's really it, honestly. Like if the dollar can just spike up a bit, gold will drop. Down, 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 down. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So that's tonight's setup. Calm night tonight. It's a calm night tonight, folks. Calm night tonight. Maybe we get that move down. Let's see. That's the setup. Like I said, I don't see a setup that I can analyze right now for New York session. I'm just kind of overall thinking if we do go down and price is lower, New York is most likely to be buys today or tomorrow. You could even wait for Friday buys, probably New York. Like I have this feeling. I don't know. I've been feeling it since yesterday. I was saying since yesterday. I was like, we're gonna be getting buys in New York sessions. It's like every time gold tries to really dig down, it ends up finding those buys. Bitcoin's just been chilling between 61 and 64K. Literally. Just chilling. Looks like we're going sideways for a bit until we form that next leg and create the bottom. Probably just going to be sideways for a bit. Maybe get like some liquidity grabs down. Bitcoin's just been sideways chilling. Chainlink. Why does Chainlink look like Bitcoin? Chainlink is testing like Chainlink's like low now. Where like it's literally testing the last area, like this area over here. What the Chainlink's like testing all of this. Yeah, dollar rebounding a bit, just on the 1 hour. Gold's taking some time to drop. It's taking some time. I'm in sells. Like I said, I'm gonna hold it. Right now it's 334. I'm gonna hold this for at least another hour and see what type of reaction we get. We're trading in a nice 4-hour area. Oh man, I got this playing. That's why I hear myself in the background. I'm like, I hear myself talking. Make sure you watch last night's. Well, wait, that's not last night's. That's the other night. Like, if the daily closes bullish today, like kind of how it is, like even now, like maybe it comes down a bit but closes bullish, then tomorrow's candle would probably be upside, I would say. If we get a bullish close today on gold, like this area, like if gold closes bullish today, then most likely tomorrow I'm looking for buys. Like let's say we close bullish today, tomorrow I'd probably be looking for buy setups. If this candle closes bullish today, I don't know if it's going to. There's still a lot of time left in the day. It probably will. That doesn't mean it can't go down a bit first before it closes bullish, but this candle could potentially close bullish today on the daily. If it does, then tomorrow's candle is more likely to go up. The Friday candle. We're on the Thursday candle right now. So if we close, bullish today, the Friday candle is likely to try to push up. And that would line up with what I was talking about 2 nights ago. It doesn't look like that 4-hour. We have a big engulfing candle. Like I'm not gonna buy on an engulfing candle like this. Like I said, I'm gonna wait. If I'm gonna buy, I'm waiting for retracements. So if you're looking for buys, like for me, it's either like this trade plays out or I just sit on my hands, right? or this trade doesn't play out. Either this trade's not going to play out. I'm going to move this. I had it at 14 before. Either this trade plays out or gets stopped out. And if it doesn't, either way it goes, I'll just sit on my hands and wait for the next setup. Not predict, not react, show up. That's it. I'll just show up to a different time of the day, maybe New York market. It doesn't even have to be like I could come to London session tomorrow, New York Friday, if this trade doesn't play out. It's not like I have to chase the loss back, right? The market's always here. Remember what I said. I'm not going to allow myself to lose a dollar amount that I know I can't make back with minimal effort, right? By just taking regular trade setups. Yeah, it doesn't, man, this one's not reacting in this area. React already. It takes time. It's taking time. Boom, 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 boom. And guys, this is what live trading looks like, all right? This is trading. Last night we had a crazy setup. Tonight we might have an all right setup. Might not play out tonight, and that's just trading. All right? If you know you're going to be taking trades every day, don't over leverage, don't over risk, right? I'm going to be taking, like I said, the next 60 days, right? I'm going to be live trading every single day just to show you guys the market, show you guys experiences, right? The next 60 days, right? So you don't have to take every trade with me. If you don't have to take every single trade. You can watch, right? There's going to be a lot of trades the next 60 days. Like I said, I'm going to be live trading every single session, all right? The other night I had to wait 90 minutes. I took a sell, like it was here. The other night there was a sell here. I waited 90 minutes to take that trade. Maybe I should have waited a little longer to take this trade. I thought 4,100 might have given a reaction, but the other night I was selling here. Same time as, or sorry, it would have been on the 1 hour. So the other night was selling right here. It was on the 1 hour right there. Same time as tonight. If we push up, then it's invalidated. If we don't reject this area on the 4, like where the 4 hour area is, maybe by like 5 a.m., then I'm not going to look for the same setup, right? I'm not, if it loses, it loses. Because again, look at the last couple nights. There were trades I entered, they reacted, they went in profit. Didn't have to think too much about it. So I don't take a trade. If I lose a trade, I don't take another trade as if the same setup's still there. I just accept it. I move on. I say, okay, I lost. Because if you look at last night, took a sell last night, and it reacted. So it's just like, the more trades you take, that's going to happen. You're going to have trades that will react, right? And then you might have trades that don't react. So it's not about if a trade doesn't go your way, or maybe it hits a stop loss or it doesn't react, it's not about like acting like, okay, is the sell still there? I got to sell at a higher price, or maybe I sell right now. Sometimes there can be recovery entries, but it doesn't have to be all the time. That 1 hour is annoying. Dollar's doing what I wanted it to do, like actually bounce here. Gold not bringing that opposite bounce, unfortunately. Is what it is. I'm gonna hold my trade until my stop loss, and we have, like I said, this area on the 4 hour. If it doesn't hold, it doesn't hold. So there's not much really more to talk about in terms of the setup, guys. That's just really it. So we'll see. I got maybe another hour to hold it. 341 right now. Chilling. I'm in sells. I'm in gold sells. I'm in drawdown, as you can see. Like 50 pips. I'm in sells. Came back to my entry a couple times and then spiked up. A little bugger. Might get stopped out on this one. From the looks of it, feeling like I might get stopped out. Sometimes I say that and then it ends up reversing. We'll see. It might get stopped out on this trade. If I get stopped out, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to call it a night. And that's going to be the session. Not going to look for another trade setup. Not going to take another trade. If I get stopped out on my trade, then I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to jump into another trade. I'm not going to force another trade setup. I'm just going to leave it as what it is. All right. If there's another setup, there'll be one at another time. So like I show up to markets at like times. It's like, okay, I'm in the London session right now. I see a setup. If it doesn't work, then I'll look for a trade at a different time. Not the same time and not act as if the same trade is still there. Right? So that's how I operate. Some traders, because then like if you lose a trade and you enter a trade right after, that's a bad habit to get into a lot of times. Like that could be just a bad habit to get into. You have a lot of time to trade, a lot of days to find trade setups. Like if you look at this week, guys, for example, like this whole entire week, been analyzing trade setups in front of you guys. So it's like you have days where other things can set up. You don't have to act like, maybe the same trade's still there. I'm holding my sells. And maybe it comes back. Maybe it doesn't. We'll see. We'll see if the market reverses. It's still in that area though. If the dollar goes up more, if the dollar I think the dollar's bouncing a bit. If the dollar can just like gold would be going up at the same time. What a bugger. Of course, gold's going up at the same exact time. This is spiking up. I thought dollar, like that's one reason I got into this sell is because I was like, okay, it looks like the dollar's at a point where it could rebound. Might take a little bit. If this keeps going, like if dollar keeps doing this. Like if dollar stays strong here, gold should reverse. Maybe it's a little bit of pre-London manipulation. I'm still in sells. I've added to my position like multiple times. I'm in like a 40 pip drawdown right now. I'm down 40 pips, as you can see, because I've added to my position. Damn dollar. Dollar's like at a low right now. Dollar came down to the support, rejected. Yeah, right now I'm down 40 pips at the moment. At the momento. 40 pips. Down 40 pips at the moment. Down 40 pips. 40 P's, yo. 40 P's. I'm still in sells. There's my other phone. Grab that phone. There we go. That's better. I got a little nicer entry point here. Ja. what's going on here. Chilling, y'all. I'm chilling. We're all here. We're all here watching the chart. We chilling. Damn, man. I keep see this. I gotta get some like groceries for these hours. I swear. I think I got I think tomorrow. Well, I have I own an Airbnb here in Colombia, so I actually I'm gonna go to my Airbnb actually. I own one here in Colombia, and it's a 3-story penthouse, so yeah, I'll order groceries when I'm there. I got it blocked out for the next week so no one can book it. It's pretty cool. It's 3 stories. I got a 3-story penthouse here. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go there tomorrow. I need groceries for I'm friggin' hungry these late hours. Damn, gold doesn't want to give us that reaction yet. No rejection yet. Entered a bit too early. Might take more time. I still like the setup based on the 4-hour. And yeah, I'm going to hold. We need this 4-hour. We still got some time. It looks like we have time. Dollar's going up. Gold not going down. Usually like when dollar bounces like this, you can get some bearish momentum on gold. Inverse correlation. Not happening right now. Should have sold Euro USD instead. No, I'm kidding. I was coming back there. I had a little fight there. It was down 20 pips. Now I'm down like 50 pips. I even entered some positions on MetaTrader. Damn, gold might hit stop loss unless this area holds. We'll see. I mean, I don't have the biggest risk. I moved my stop loss a little bit. Like, yeah, obviously I understand it could come up and then make the sell, but I don't like to overtrade these days. Like, the market's been pretty volatile, pretty hectic. Less is more these days. Like, there's more risk nowadays because of how much pips the market moves. So, like, gold's moving hundreds and hundreds of pips, way more than it used to. So, I mean, like, less is more these days, and I understand that over time. Like, yeah, like, I could hit my stop loss, and then it could have another sell setup. Like, that's where the sell, like, it's going to probably set up for the sell soon. It's just taking more time than anticipated. Should have waited for, like, a 1-hour rejection. Like, it could come up to, like, 4,015 and still make like a sell setup down. Like it could still create the same move down. I mean, I like to focus on one trade at a time, and I understand like these days there's a lot of volatility, and one good trade, like the right winning trade, could make up 3-4 winners. And I've been trading pretty conservatively this week, chilling. I'm not at my house. On like workcation. I'm here in Colombia, so still showing up to the sessions, looking at the charts. Pretty conservative week overall, nothing too crazy. Been keeping it light, like literally. And there's been some alright trades, some decent trades. This trade, I put my stop loss way too close to my entry, and bruh, I closed my eyes for like an hour. Damn. That would have been like a $2,000 trade right there. That trade that lost $176, I would have made two G's on. Yeah, it sucks. I know, fucking sucks. This trade though, the $27,000 trade, that would have been a $44,000 trade if I just left my TP. If I just wasn't watching it so much. I was watching it, and then I closed it. If I just left my TP, it would have hit my $44,000 TP. Gold doesn't want to go down. It's being a bitch. Yeah, gold's taking its time today. It's in a good area still in the 4 hour, but that's about it, guys. There's not a lot more to look at. I have my stop loss set on gold. All right. I understand it could come up. It could wick my stop loss, hit my SL. Like, I'll move it to 41.17 because that still isn't even 1% of my account. I'm going to move it to 41.17 and just leave this trade until it hits my SL. And like I said, my plan afterwards would be maybe a trade in New York or just tomorrow, next stream or Friday New York session looking for buys. I still think it will reject here. Like, I still do think it'll reject. I just think I got in early. That's it. Like, that's why I moved my stop loss a bit higher, is because I do think I got in a little early. People ask, Evan, where can I watch recordings? Guys, all on YouTube. They're all on YouTube. People ask where they were. Right here. 22 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, like 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 22 hours ago, 12 hours ago, and right now. Someone just asked about the recordings. And right here, recording right there. There's a recording there. All on YouTube. 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 22 hours ago, 12 hours ago. And we're live right now. Yeah, I think I got in early on gold. Nothing really happening right now. I mean, yesterday we were in a trade for like 2 hours and then it dumped. I want gold to go down. So we can look for buys tomorrow morning or Friday morning. I can't buy it here. People are like, it's going up. Why didn't you buy? It's just I wouldn't like. That would be like asking me like yesterday. Like, that would be like buying yesterday. Like, imagine if we bought yesterday. It's just not how I trade. It just wouldn't make sense. Or like those asking me like, why didn't you buy? It's going up. So if I operated like that, the way you're thinking right now, that means we would have bought here, and we would have bought here. It just wouldn't. It just doesn't work. If you're gonna do something 100 times, yeah, there's gonna be 20, 30 times it doesn't work, right? So it's like, why didn't you buy? Or, you know, that makes no sense. If you're wondering why, like, it's, yeah, obviously price is going up. Evan, you should have bought. But like, think about what you're saying right there. That means like, if I did that, if I bought, that means I'd be buying whenever I see this type of setup. That means like 2 nights ago, or yeah, that means we would have been buying here. So that means we would have bought here instead of selling. Or that means last night we would have bought instead of selling. Right? Like, if we do that, if we think like that all the time, then you might get yourself in some bad, you might be buying tops or selling bottoms, right? We don't want to be doing that, you know? We don't want to be doing that. We don't want to be doing that. Right? We don't want to be doing all that. Oh, it's 40. It's come down a little bit. Hey, man. Say, man. Yo, that's funny. Key and Peel, yo, those guys are funny. This one, wait, let me see. I can find it. This one's funny. Wait, is it there? Oh yeah, this one's funny.
For instance, oh, yo, what's up, man? How you? Man. Oh, you know, cuz. Keeping it straight. All right, cool. Well, I guess I'll check you later. All right, dog. You should see his rain people with James Caan and Shirley Knight. That's what's up, man? You have something to say? Yeah, man. How's Denise? Oh yeah, Denise, she good. Anyway, I guess I'll catch you on the flip. Yeah, dog. Yeah, ain't no thing. Come on, stick it. I'm in there, dog. No, I'm in there, dog. Tuck it. I'm in there. Tuck it. I'm tucking it in, dog. I'm in there, dog. No, all right.
Thought I might have got wicked out there real quick, you know? I was a little like, This guy got the whole freaking, this guy got the freaking sweatshop on there. Come on, Gold, hurry up. I want to go to bed. London session. Yeah, I got in early. I think I got in early. That's why I'm like chilling. I'm pretty sure I got in early on this one. Might not look early if it dumps though. I got better entry on my MetaTrader, thankfully. Oh. So I got 105. We need this thing to break down to 4,100. Let's see, yo. It's fluctuating. This one's like a freaking tug of war right now. It's like the other night though. If anyone was here, I bought here and this thing kept going up and down and then it eventually spiked up. Damn, this 1 hour just doesn't want to flip. 30-minute almost did there. Let's see, maybe 4 a.m. brings in more volume. We haven't had like a lot of volume coming into London. We had some wicks down, spikes up. This candle, a little bit of a bearish candle being signaled right now. This 30-minute, we would want this 30-minute to go down. Should be able to come back down. This one's a fighter. Yeah, still in the same area. Nothing's changed. It's just a matter of time. Time, risk. Again, don't over leverage. If you're in this, like you see, I'm not over leveraging, clearly. And yeah, just chilling. Almost came back there, but gold doesn't seem like it wants to give us that drive tonight. In like 30 minutes to an hour, this thing could be dropping, or like we'll know. Like we'll know in like an hour. We'll know in like an hour. All right. Sometimes it's just patience. This is boring. This is why trading is boring. So, I mean, when you get into trading, it's like exciting. You know, you see a lot of people online that make money and they've been doing it for a while. They make money. They have a good lifestyle. It's exciting. What can come with it? Money, you know. But trading can honestly be boring, especially good trading. Like good trading can be very boring. Like we jumped right into it today. I got in early, I'd say. I got in a bit early. I feel like I got in early. That's why I'm still holding. I feel like I got in this one early, but I'll know in the next hour. It's only 4 a.m. London session opened an hour ago. If it was like 5 a.m. and like an hour from now and nothing's happened, I'd be like, ah, guys, I'm going to get out. But I'm still willing to hold for another hour. Yeah, these guys are funny. Yeah, watch like 22 hours ago was the stream we did last night. 22 hours ago, this one.
If you're an American,
day number 4, that one. This guy. This guy talking about taxes and IRS. Candles look. I mean, we just had like a doji consolidation. Like, if we look at the last candle, doji consolidate. Like, could be potential reversal. You know, the candle like that doesn't necessarily always mean consolidation. It could be a reversal candle too. If like, could be a reversal there. Let's see on Oanda here. Ooh, we're hanging here. We are hanging here. Like a hanging fruit. Like a hanging fruit right now. Got my eyes on you, gold. I got my eyes on you. I wouldn't have entered this trade if I didn't think I had a probability of going down, by the way. All right? Because I want buys, but I need price to come down before I take buys. So if I was only looking for buys, like let's say I didn't take this trade setup, I would just go to bed and wait for New York session and see if buys are there or tomorrow. And that would just be sitting on my hand. That would just be called sitting on your hands. What just happened? Breaking news. Yeah, I got an early, or it's just time, taking some time for this one to drop. Boom, 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 boom. It's a boring night, yo. It's a boring night. I'm gonna watch some. Let's watch some Key and Peele. Let's watch some YouTube videos. Gold doesn't want to react really for much tonight. Doesn't mean the trade's over, right? Like I'm gonna keep a stop loss around like 4,015, 4,016 up here, just about like maybe $1,000 maximum is that's my maximum risk on this trade. And yeah, it's tried to come back. As you can see, I'm in drawdown. It's like 30 pips in drawdown at the moment, which isn't a lot for gold. It could drop 100 pips in the next 30 minutes to hour. All right, this thing in 1 hour from now could drop 100 pips. So like gold, not too much pips to be down realistically. Like I'm down about 30 pips right now. Like I said, 4 hour time frame still has this area that I'm looking at. I'm not a buyer right now. Only way I'd buy is if we come down maybe for New York session today or tomorrow. All right, today or tomorrow. Best time. I mean, people always ask the best time to trade. That's going to be different, I think, for the trader, because you might not like New York session. Let's just say New York session, for example. New York session can be very erratic, very, very wicky. Like it could spike up, spike down. It can be fast. You might not like that. That might not be your edge. Like you could ask 10 traders. You could ask 10 different traders, what's the best time to trade this? One's going to tell you this time. One's going to tell you another time. One might say between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Another might say between London session, or another might say this. So there's no single shoe fits all answer when it comes down to every question you guys have. It's very diverse, and it depends on the person too. I interviewed a student the other day who's made $80,000 with me in the last like 6 to 8 months, and they said they just trade Tokyo session. They said they don't really trade New York because they're working during New York. They have a full-time job and they work during New York session, so they don't trade New York session. So New York, you can't say like what's the best session to trade. It's about the trade setup that's in front of you. I mean, I wouldn't say there is a best session. Tokyo session might be the best for you. You might be more grounded, maybe more in control with Tokyo session's movements. London might be the best for you. New York, like it's very different, because I wouldn't say there's one session that's the best to trade. Gold moves in all sessions. So there's movement. There's movement in Tokyo session. There's movement in New York session. There's movement in London session. So there's always movement with gold in each session. So I think like it's getting used to how it moves in each session, the characteristics, the behavior in each session, and maybe understanding that, maybe understanding which behavior or the types of characteristics each session has. I wouldn't say there's a best time of the day to trade gold. One person might say New York's the best time to trade gold, maybe because they like New York, they understand it more. Another person might say London. I like late Tokyo, I like London session. I understand New York session, so I know what types of movements can happen on there. Like what I was saying before, I was saying if London session goes down, I might look for buys in New York. I understand that, right? Or if London session goes up, I might look for sells in New York. Opposite, right? So, I mean, it's having an understanding of each session, what setup is there, if there's a setup there at the time, not that you have to trade every session. Like I said, I'm going to be live trading the next 60 days. Every day I'm going to be live trading. I'll be taking trades based on setups that I see, based on technical analysis, price action that I see. All right? So, I mean, to each their own. You have to spend enough time maybe in each session, back testing, forward testing, studying each session, watching how it moves to maybe understand each session and seeing the movement. And then I think you'll find like what is your best session to trade, because just because someone says New York session's the best time to trade doesn't necessarily mean it is for you. You might not like how fast New York is, right? Tokyo's a bit slower than New York, but it still moves. You might like how Tokyo is a bit more controlled with movement compared to New York session, right? So New York is faster than Tokyo session. Yeah, gold's being a hard setup tonight. Not like the last couple of nights, and that's just trading, guys. Like I said on the first session I did, and yesterday I said there's going to be trades that react quick or don't react quick, or there's going to be trades that win and trades that don't win. Just like you guys don't win 100% of your trades. If you do, let me know, and I'll give you $1 million if you actually win 100% of your trades. Okay. If you win 100% of your trades, well, let's talk. If you have a 100% win rate, you might have a 100% win rate 1 week. You could win every trade 1 week. That doesn't mean the next week you'll win every single trade. Like, I won every single trade I took this week so far. Maybe this one not. You could win, like it could be Thursday and you could win 2 trades in a row and you could say, okay, I won every trade this week. Like if I stopped this week, like let's say I didn't trade tonight, or let's say I didn't take this trade, then every trade I took this week was a winner. 100% win rate. It's not like that every week, right? It's not going to be like that every week. I mean, you can stop at a point. Like if you're in the week, if you have a week where you're up, where you've won every trade, you can choose to say, okay, I'll stop at this point. I don't need to trade the rest of the days. I'm giving you guys this raw experience so we can catch as many trades as possible. Because I know myself. I'm good at finding setups. Most of the setups I take usually react. This one is a boring trade. This is a boring trade right now. This one is grinding. This one is kind of a grinder right now. Like this one's a boring one, I would say the least. To say the least, this one's a boring trade. What's going on here? Oh, I just cracked my neck. Boring trade, boring night. Good trading. There's a quote. There's actually a quote. It's like, good trading is boring. Good morning. Good trading is boring. There's a quote on this. I remember hearing this quote years ago. Here you go. I've been saying this quote since 2022. What do you know about this quote? I've been saying this one since 2022, actually. I remember when I started saying this, everyone was mind blown. I would go to events and say this, and people would be like, wow. Or slow is fast. In trading, slow is fast. Back in 2022, 2023, I'd go to events and be like, slow is fast. And everyone would be like, fuck, he's so right. In trading, slow is fast. All right? Slow is fast. Good trading is boring. Bad trading is exciting. It makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. You can be a board-rich trader or a thrill-seeking gambler. It's entirely your choice. Damn, Mark. That's Mark, yo. That's what Mark said. Mark said that. I don't know who this Mark guy is, but now everybody be saying good. I swear I was one of the first traders to start saying good trading is boring. I've been saying it since 2022. Bro, you guys know what's crazy? Whole numbers with gold. Everyone now uses whole numbers with gold. And I notice people send signals how I send signals now. I've literally, like, my work has spread across, like, communities I'm not even involved in. Like, there's educators, traders, mentors, gurus, coaches that send signals how I do. They use the $5. Where did you guys, like, I see some of you guys sending signals the way I send them. The $5 zones. Where did everybody start learning about these $5 areas all of a sudden this year? I see literally people in companies. I see it now. Where did you guys learn that, huh? The same people that literally steal my work, like copy my work, talk shit about me too. It's funny. It's like people that like do my work, like have my work, like operate how I do, will talk shit about me. It's like, bro, you wouldn't have learned the game the way you have unless it was a lot of people, I'm telling you. Whole numbers, for example, like everyone uses whole numbers nowadays. Gold's trying to come back, but it's just being a bugger. Yeah, just leave it in the fucking lobby. What is this? Wow, yeah, this trade is a boring trade. Like, it just came back to my entry and went, like, it almost came back. We have a little bit of a rejection candle. I'm gonna hold it for this hour. If this hour doesn't go down, then I might just close the trade. It's being a long trade here. We've been on for 2 hours now, and we haven't gotten much from it yet. Nothing's happened. Still in drawdown. I'm down about 50 pips at the moment. It was starting to come back there. It was almost at my entry there, but we're still in that zone. Nothing really happening. Looking like the buyers are just kind of staying and maintaining control. And yeah, those asking, like, again, like, why, like, obviously I know gold's going up. I saw some people say, why didn't you buy? It's going up. It's, again, like, if I thought like that, if I bought every time I saw a setup like this, I would not be profitable. Like, this week would have been a terrible week if I thought like that. It was like, oh, like, that would be like me buying here. I'm like, again, like, if it makes sense, like why aren't you buying, Evan? It's going up. You're in drawdown. Like, it's not that setup. It's not a buy setup, right? That would be like last night if we bought. Like, it'd be like buying last night. Imagine if we bought last night. You guys would have looked at me like I was dumb. You'd be like, why did you buy? Why didn't you sell? Right? So, like, imagine if I bought last night. Everyone would have been like, bro, why didn't you sell? Right? So last night we sold here, for example. Good setup. Similar setup tonight on the 4 hour. We have literally a similar setup tonight on the 4 hour, right? My whole numbers strategy has literally spread to It's a generational thing. I mean, it's spread across the world of traders. When I go on like Instagram stories, like all I see is whole numbers now, everywhere, whole numbers, the quarters, the $25 levels. Yeah, gold's not hitting tonight, guys. It is what it is. There's no excuses. There's no why. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh, this, and that. No, it's another trade, another day, another trade. If you've been here, you've seen me tapped in, taking trades, right? And it is what it is. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to hold until I get stopped out. What time is it? 4:17. We've been on for 2 hours. I'm going to wrap it up because we've been on for 2 hours. I don't want to stream for 3-4 hours. I want to try to be awake for New York and see if there's another setup in New York. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to get stopped out on this one probably tonight, guys. I know I've said that a couple times and it's tried to come back, but I feel like I'm going to get stopped out on this one. Not going to be looking for another trade tonight. Going to wait, if anything, till New York session or tomorrow's session for another trade setup. Unless, like, in the next 40 minutes this flips, like, yeah, like this would have to flip in the next 40 minutes, realistically. Well, 41 minutes to be exact. Then when the next candle opens. So on 41 minutes, the next 4 hour opens. I might get a little lucky here with this one. You know, I got in early. I might get a little lucky. It might be one of those little hangers, little hanging fruit. But yeah, it is what it is. Next trade, like I said, I went over the setup as well tonight again. This area, it's not rejecting. It's tried to. We'll see. So I'm not gonna look for another trade after this. Like I don't have another analysis to do. I'll maybe be live for New York session. I'll let you guys know. I'll drop a link in Telegram, Discord if I'm live for New York in like 4 hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours from now. In New York session, it's 4 o'clock right now. So in about 5 hours, it's New York session. So I might be live for New York. If not, London session tomorrow. And then maybe looking for buys Friday. Like I said, I feel like buys will happen Friday. I have some strong conviction of that. This trade's boring. Probably going to wrap it up in like 10 to 20 minutes here. Maybe 10, 20 minutes or so. I ordered some food. I'm hungry too. Might get stopped out. It is what it is. This is trading. No, I don't win 100% of my trades. I've shown you guys that. Again, I won every trade this week so far, except maybe this one. Again, I don't win all my trades. No trader does. I don't think there's a trader out there who wins 100%. If you do, hit me up. If you do, hit me up. I got something for you. Now, there you go. Like, I don't win every single one of my trades. Look at this. These are all the trades I've taken in the last month, including the one that I'm in right now. So some winners, some losers. Make sure your winners, you catch some winners that outperform the losing trades. Risk to reward. So yeah, I think I'm going to get stopped out on this one. I know I've said that a couple times, but it's coming close. And that's what it is for tonight, guys. Not going to look for another trade. Going to leave it at that. I might be on in 4 or 5 hours from now. Turn your notifications on. I'll post a link in Telegram if I go live 4 or 5 hours from now. It's looking like we're going to hit SL tonight on gold. It is what it is for that. And I might be live for New York session 4 or 5 hours from now. If I'm not live New York, that means I'm going to be live for London session again tomorrow night, all right? So if I don't go live 4 or 5 hours from now, I will be live for London session again and just continuing the routine. Live trading London session every single day. Like I said, I'm going to be live trading every single session. So tonight's trade didn't hit, unfortunately. It is what it is, guys. It's not even to say unfortunately. Like, a stop loss is not bad luck. It's not something wrong. It's just part of the process, all right? Stop loss is part of the process. Going to be down maybe $1,000 on the night. And is what it is, guys. I'll see you guys next session. Gonna wrap it up for the night. Stop loss tonight on gold. 4-1 this week. This is my first loss on the week. I have 4 wins, 1 loss this week. So it is what it is. And we'll continue tomorrow. We'll see what the market's doing tomorrow. Maybe I'll be live for New York. I don't know 100%. Can't say 100% I'm going to be live in New York. I might. We will see. We will see. I've been up. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. And gold about to hit my stop loss. It is what it is. Going to leave it at that. Close this trade. Close my position for the L. No, I'm not going to take another position, guys. I'm not going to go for another sell. I'm not going to go for another trade. The next trade I take is either going to be New York session or tomorrow in the next London session. So that is it. I'm either going to take a position 4 or 5 hours maybe from now, or in the next London session, or New York session Friday, right? It's just times. I'm not going to take another trade right now because it's London session. The trade that I took now in London session didn't work, so I'm not going to take another trade, right? I don't want to over trade the session, right? I don't need to make the L back. I can either do that in New York, London tomorrow, or New York Friday, right? It's not like I need to. I'm not sitting here like I need to make my L back, okay? So today we hit a stop loss on gold. It is what it is, guys. That's part of trading. I'm going to wrap it up. This is live trading. Like I said, I'm going to be live trading every single day, right? And that is what it is, all right? So unless it like wicks down, maybe there's a re-entry, but I'm going to leave it at that. That's the easiest way you can move on. And like you can sit here and be like, maybe there's an entry. Maybe I could take another trade. No, it's easier to just walk away, come back to the next session. The market could drop. I don't really care if it drops, right? It didn't respect my zone, as you can see. So I'm not going to take another trade. The easiest way to not be an emotional trader is to just simply walk away, come back a different session, come back a different time, right? So that could be New York, London, Tokyo, New York. We still have New York, Tokyo, London, New York. So if you don't want to be an emotional trader, just accept the loss and come back to a different session, right? So we'll be live again tomorrow. Tonight, unfortunately, market didn't hit tonight for us, and that is what it is when you're live trading, guys. When you're trading every day, this is how things are going to go, all right? Just so you guys know, all right? Yeah, unfortunately, didn't hold the zone. Like, we could sit here and be like, yeah, I could wick down. Like, I could give you guys other conclusions as to what could happen. Like, yeah, I could try to wick down, maybe end up respecting the zone, right? Like, it's probably going to end up dropping. I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about the setup. It didn't hold my zone clearly, the area that I had marked, right? So I'm going to leave it at that for the night, guys. Not going to chase another trade unless, like, the only way I would re-enter is if it comes back, like, in that zone with the doji. Like, if this candle ends up flipping back down and closing bearish, I could potentially look for maybe a re-entry, depending on how like this candle behaves, like how this candle performs. Could maybe look for a re-entry in here, but it just depends on how the candle performs, like what I see, what triggers that maybe of saying like, okay, does it come back in the zone? Does it make a long wick here, small body rejection? Maybe it comes back in the zone and ends up giving that same move down. You could potentially keep an eye on that because, yeah, dollar's still going up. I thought, I was thinking I was thinking dollar going up in this instance was going to give us maybe a nice little reaction on gold, but I was wrong about that. Didn't react. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about that because we still have more time in the week. I've won some good trades this week. Depending on this candle, like it's something I could watch for the next 30 minutes or so and see like how it behaves. Does it form a wick, small body, come back in the zone? Potentially that could happen. I'm going to wrap it up though. Like I said, guys, over the next 60 days, there's going to be a lot more trades, a lot more setups. If you were on last night's stream, we had an insane trade last night that hit full take profit. So this trade is just one of those 100 trades you take, one of those 50 trades you take, one of those 60 trades you take. You're not going to win every 50. You're not going to win every 60. You're not going to win every 100 trades that you take over a span of time, right? If I'm taking one trade a day, if I'm taking like one trade a day every single week, right? 5 trades a week, that's going to add up, right? Right, if over the next 60 days, we're taking one trade a day, if there's 50, 60 trades, we're taking one every single day. We know with the law of numbers, law of averages, not every single 50, 60 trades is going to win, all right? So just understand that that's a part of trading. You guys will see this trade a week from now, or even at the end of this week, will just be another one of those 50, 60 trades inside these averages, right? It is what it is. I'm okay. I took an L there. And watch, tomorrow I'll probably have a $2,000 trade. So it is what it is. I don't even consider that an L, to be honest. That was like a break-even trade that should have made $2,000. So for me, it's my first L in the week, really. For me. So not too bad. Like I'm sitting here, like tomorrow I'll probably bounce back from that L and make it back. It is what it is. Or a New York session later. I'll drop a link in Telegram Discord if I go live for New York today. I probably will, but that'd be like 5 hours from now, 4 or 5 hours from now. And yeah, we'll see where the market is. This low still could hold. Just depends on the next 4 hour and how the candle, like that low could still hold, but I'm not going to overtrade it, going to wait. I would have to see like a really significant behavior on this candle to be like, okay, I'll re-enter. If anything, going to wait and see where we're at New York session, or again, tomorrow, London. All right, not taking another trade on gold. Going to leave it at that. Yeah, I'm not going to take another position. I'm just going to leave it at that, because if it goes up, then New York's probably bearish. So I'm going to just chill until New York or London tomorrow. I'm out though. 2 hours, bad trade today. It is what it is. That's trading, guys. That's trading. When we're live trading every day, this is part of the process, all right? I'm going to see you guys next session, maybe New York session or tomorrow, London session.